Lady De Winter here, and today I come to you with somewhat sad news and an explanation as to why I have not been making a whole bunch of videos, and I've been doing more clips than actual videos. Some medical conditions have cropped up that is desperately slowing me down. Desperately. Back years ago when I was a young woman, this thumb got bent back the wrong direction. It pulled some tendons and ligaments in here, and at the time I just thought it was an inconvenience. I didn't have it treated. Turns out now it's turned into something much, much worse. So this hand is becoming somewhat useless. I can still use it, I can still crochet with it, but after a couple hours it becomes extremely painful. The doctors can do all kinds of stuff to me, and they can basically, surgery and all that stuff, but putting me under is dangerous because of my heart condition. So we are putting yet another surgery off. Also, I am losing the eyesight in this eye. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the eye is extremely red and irritated, and yeah, it's pretty bad. There is a cataract that we're sure of, and there's some kind of a pressure problem that they don't know what has caused it. It could be a myriad of things. It could be a thyroid condition. It could be diabetes, although I don't have diabetes. My doctor did mention something about pre-diabetes, but she doesn't say for sure that that's what I have. She just mentioned it. So I have no idea what is going on with that. All of this combined has really slowed down my video making a great deal and really hindered what I can and cannot do. Seeing out of this eye is a challenge. I don't know how to explain it. One side is extremely blurry. I see blobs, I can see colors, I can see shapes, but that's all I can see. I can't see anything of worth through this eye. This eye is perfectly fine, and as long as I've got this eye covered, this eye is wonderful. Together, they make a blur thing right down the center here. So half of this area over here is all blurry, and this over here is all great. And it's really making things difficult because the editing software is so tiny, I can't even see it anymore. I have to pan out my editing to other people, which I can't afford to do because I don't make any money on YouTube. So all of this combined says that, lady, maybe it's time you slow down. So that's what's happening. That's why you're starting to see clip videos instead of video videos, is because I'm slowing drastically down. It's going to get to the point, folks, where I can't do it anymore. I'm not going to stop just yet, but it is coming to that point soon. I cannot see to edit. I can't even see to... You should see me trying to thread a needle. That is the biggest laugh in the world. And I've tried those little automatic needle threaders and everything. And it can take me up to 15 minutes to thread a needle, which is, not fun. And then with crocheting, I can crochet, but it's very difficult since this hand doesn't want to work and this eye doesn't. It's all this side. I just noticed that. It's all this side of my body. So maybe I need to cut myself in half and just throw this side away. But anyway, I digress. So videos are going to become few and far between, and I apologize for that, but health has got to take the precedence over video making. So here are some clips to soften the blow of this little announcement. I will do the best I can to keep videos going, but like I said, they might be fewer and a little bit further between. So, and here's what I've been up to this week. Okay, in a previous video, you saw that I made the bottom of this bag. Now, the bag is square here. It doesn't look like it there, but it really is. As you can see the line there, and there, and there. So, yeah, there, yeah. This is a half double crochet. The bottom is a half double crochet. The sides are a 2-in-1 stitch double crochet. So it's 2 double crochets, skip a stitch, 2 double crochets, half double. I'm so sorry. Half double crochets. So let's do that again. It's 2 half double crochets in 1 stitch, skip 1 stitch, 2 half doubles in 1 stitch, skip a stitch, so forth. This is all half doubles, all just single half doubles. So all the way up to the handle, which is what I did with the last one to make it extra sturdy. It is several rows of stitches in 1 stitch. So there we go. And this is, again, 24/7, Line Brand 24/7 yarn. It is really nice yarn. It soaks up liquid really good. I really like this in the kitchen. It makes very thin pot holders, but they're still very good. They still keep your hands safe. So, but this is another liquid bag, milk, juice, whatever. And that's why I made it so sturdy, so that it carries that easily. So, and there you go. There's another market bag. Okay, here is the last of the October napkins. Now, they're a little bit tight. My hand was giving me some issues today, so I kind of pulled the thread a little bit tight on one of them. But here they are. They're done. Now, there's only 3 more to go, and I will have all the October napkins finished. So, look at that. I'm so happy. And all this was, like I said, this was a couple, well, this was yards of fabric. I think I bought a yard of fabric for this, or a half a yard. But whatever it was, I think it was a yard, and I got 5 napkins. So, there we go. Another project almost done. Spooky season is here, and my little napkins are nice and spooky. Another napkin done, yes. Again, my hand gave me some trouble. As you can see, some of the stitches are a little tight. But all in all, I managed to get it finished. I'm starting to have real trouble with my hands, though. Real trouble. The doctor said that they didn't expect the arthritis to be so bad. Once I started doing this, he thought it would keep the hands limber, but unfortunately, it's not. So, there we go. Here's another napkin. Only 2 more to go. All right, everybody. They are done. All 4 napkins. Now, I thought I had 5, but it turns out that was just scraps of fabric that wasn't big enough for a napkin. So, that will be used for something else. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 napkins. So, yeah. Halloween napkins. Cool. Now, this is the last I'll be making for Halloween. Next, I'm going to get into Christmas and winter. I have a few Christmas, but not much. And I also need to work on some fall. So, we'll see how that goes. So, there you go. It's finished! I finished it! Look, it's done! Look, I even learned to master the front post, back post crochet stitch. That took some work, folks. That was a little bit hard to master. I might add a row of white along here to go with the buttons, but other than that, it is finished. I love it. It's comfortable. I'm really surprised. I did not expect this sweater to be as good as I thought it would be. I thought sure it was going to be horrible, but it's comfortable. It's long. It's a little bit too long, but it stretched while I was making it. So it's kind of, I didn't have a choice in that one. But I am loving it. I am absolutely loving it. In fact, it's starting to make me sweat, and it's only 68 degrees in here. I thought sure that this was going to be a, oh my God, I'm freezing my butt off in its sweater. But no, this little sweater is comfortable and warm and just lovely. Just lovely. So, it's finished! Yay! Now, this is Premier DK yarn. Okay, it is Premier Anti-Pilling DK Colors, and it is in the colorway Strata. Now, I had a lot of trouble working with this yarn because it is so thin. I am not used to working with super thin yarn, but I will say, now that the sweater is done, I really, really love it. I like it, so I might attempt this yarn again. Who knows? Anyway, the sweater is finished. I am very, very pleased with it. And yes, it's long sleeve, but with the sleeves the way they are, I can pull them up if I need to, which is something I couldn't do in other sweaters. But this is This back front post is stretchier, so I really like that. Like I said, I might do something else up here because I'm not real wild about this, but we'll see in the future if I decide to do that. I'll let you guys know. But until then, that is, it's finished. Yay! Okay, everybody, here is, I've bought some more yarn. Yeah, I only had a few balls like this of this yarn and one other skein to finish the sweater, and I realized, or two other skeins, I realized I was going to need more yarn to finish this project. So what I did was I went ahead and I bought 4 more skeins. I'm very glad that I did because it takes about 1,000 and some yards of crochet yarn for me to finish something in my size. Now I am a 2X. I'm a very short 2X, but I'm a 2X. So I had 3 skeins plus a couple of little balls, and I looked at that and I said, that is not going to be enough because each of these are only 153 yards. And it takes 1,000 some odd yards of yarn to finish a sweater in my size. So that's where I'm at right now. So I had a little bit of a yarn haul, and this is Premier Painterly Anti-Pilling Acrylic. I love this yarn. Oh my God, I love this yarn. I wish this particular kind of yarn was in straight colors because their cream color is totally different from this. It has a totally different feel, even though it claims it's the same exact yarn. Only it's not painterly, it's just a straight color. So anyway, this is, I have Fireside that I'm making this sweater out of, and flannel. Yeah, Fireside and flannel. And so this is, as I said, Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted Painterly Yarn. So this is the progress on the sweater so far. And yeah, it's kind of hooked under there. But that is the progress of the sweater so far. And I probably won't get this one done till November. So, you know, let's hope, but probably not. So, and yes, I'm aware that this is a little off, but once I sew it together, it'll stretch out and it will be just fine. Sometimes if it doesn't look like it's going to work, it still does. And that's something I found out, that when you do this particular ribbing stitch, it curls and looks a little wonky, but then when you sew the whole thing together, it works beautifully. So anyway, there we are, folks. That's where we're at with this sweater. I had to buy more yarn, and I'm still going to have to buy some more cream probably. I'm going to use up what I have and see if that's going to be enough. So until next time, that's the update on the Painterly sweater. Okay, here is the current progress on the Painterly sweater. As you see, it's turning out beautifully. I'm loving this. I think this is going to be gorgeous. It is done in a moss stitch, which is why it's taking so long, which is a single crochet chain stitch. Well, let's show you up here. Single crochet, chain stitch, single crochet, chain stitch, single crochet, chain stitch. That's the moss stitch right there. So, and that's where it's at. It is 133 stitches to go across my body. So, yeah, I know I probably need to lose a little weight. But anyway, I digress. Here it is, and I'm loving it. And so far, it's working out really, really well. I'm going to try a V collar with it to see how that works out. I'll let you know once I get there. Jingle bells, jingle bells. No, I'm only kidding, guys. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to make you hear me sing. Anyway, I am working on a bench cover to cover my bench cover. Yeah, I know, that sounds interesting. So anyway, it's Granny Squares for Christmas. As you can see, I have a variety of Granny Squares. It takes 48 to cover a bench. So I have all this variety of Granny Squares. And then I have this is what else I've started so far. These are some more little blocks that are going to be added to, and these are the centers of some little blocks. Each cover is going to take 48 blocks or granny squares to cover. And then I'm going to make strips of fabric, and I'm going to run elastic through here like that, and then I'm going to tighten it onto the bench because tying it with yarn is not working. So here's all the yarn I have in the Christmas stuff that I can make this out of. I got a little bit of loops of thread, a little bit of Hobby Lobby, a little bit of Big Twist. I've got all kinds. This is a Big Twist 2. This is Premier. I mean, I've got all kinds of yarns here. They're all 4-ply, which they should, and they're all acrylic, so they should work just fine. So that is another project that I am going to be doing. This is going to be another one that's going to take a couple months to do. I'm in no hurry to get this done because it doesn't have to go on the benches till December the 1st or the 2nd or somewhere in that area. So anyway, this is something else I'm working on.